What is going on, guys? It's your boy, Big Dyllan, and welcome back finally to another Destiny 2 video. Today we're going to be taking a look at one of my builds for the Warlock. Now, this build is centered around using your abilities as often as possible, so your melee, your grenade, your super, all that sort of good stuff. That's why we play Destiny at the end of the day, is to feel powerful and use our abilities. So that's what this build is centered around. So getting into it, we're going to be using the Stormcaller subclass. Now, we're not going to be using the old Stormcaller skill trees, we're actually going to be using the new one, which added the Chaos Reach super into the Stormcaller class. So, let's just go over the nodes and I'll describe what they do really quickly. So, Chaos Reach, that's your super, nothing really to explain there. The Ball of Lightning, this is for your melee. I will get into how to use this effectively in a little bit, because there is definitely a better way to use this that I feel most people don't know about. Next, we have Pulse Wave. Nothing really to, talk about here. It just triggers an energy wave that boosts your speed, blah, 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 blah. Ionic Trace, this is where it gets pretty decent. So, killing enemies has a chance to create ionic traces, and collecting the ionic traces grants you energy to all of your abilities. So, as you can see, you're going to be getting abilities a little bit quicker. Now, if you combine that with the Crown of Tempest Exotic Helmet for the Warlock, it gets a little bit crazy. So, getting into here, we have arc abilities, increase the recharge rate of your arc abilities. So, how this works is you can stack it up to 3 times, so you get times 1, times 2, times 3. Obviously the higher the stack, the better the regen on your arc abilities, which again I'll showcase a little bit further into the video. Also, I've been very lucky to get on here Ashes to Assets, which is game bonus super energy on grenade kills. Makes a lot of sense to me that we're going to be getting our grenades pretty quickly, that I can get my supers a little bit quicker also by getting kills with them. So, I mean, it's pretty good all around. Now, in every single armor piece on here, I have a super mod, which allows me to get my super a little bit quicker. And yeah, let's just get into the gameplay of me showcasing a couple of the perks and how they function. So, we are in the Lost Sector on Titan. This is where I do a lot of my testing and showcasing of certain things. What we're going to be doing is I'm going to showcase a couple of the abilities and a couple of the subclass trees, and how a couple of the perks work, just so you can basically understand how the build functions. So, without further ado, what we're going to be doing is taking a look at the subclass first of all. So, the Ball of Lightning, this is your melee. I'm going to show you how to use this properly. Now, that may sound stupid. A lot of people just run up to an enemy, melee them, and job's done, right? But that is not how you use your melee on this subclass. If you want to get the most out of it, it is actually an AoE melee. So, what we can do is, rather than aiming center mass at the enemy, which shoots a projectile, what you can do is aim above them, and it should send down a bolt of lightning. Now, if there is multiple enemies surrounding that enemy, say if there was like 3 or 4 acolytes grouped up there, good chances is it would actually kill all of them. So that's basically how you use the melee effectively. Next one we're going to be taking a look at is going to probably be, what should we do? The Ionic Traces. If we do that, yeah, let's do Ionic Trace next, and we'll showcase how that functions also. So, I'm going to try and get a kill. Yeah, so this is an Ionic Trace, this little blue beam, and what that does is that gives you ability energy. Every time you pick one up, it will give you a cooldown on all of your arc abilities. So, I think it does your super, it definitely does your grenade, melee, and your healing rift or empowering rift. So, it's definitely, it's good to collect them and pick them up. Now, you don't have to chase after them. They usually come towards you. Sometimes the tracking glitches and it doesn't fully track you, so you might miss out on a few of them, but 9 times out of 10, they'll come towards you and you'll get your ability energy back. Now, getting into the exotic helmet and the conduction times, where it stacks up to 3 times. So I'm going to showcase how this works. So what you want to do is, this only works if you get kills with your arc abilities, by the way. So you can stack it up to 3 times. So that's 1. Obviously I've got times 2 as of right now. And if it was just to keep getting arc ability kills, as you can see, I've got times 3. You just constantly get your arc abilities. They regen pretty quickly. I don't think a times 3 is enough all the time to give you a full cooldown on your grenade and melee. Now, don't get me wrong, right there I managed to extend it a few times when it was at ×3, so it lasts about 6 seconds if I remember correctly, but again I managed to extend it a little bit further, so I managed to get even more ability energy out of it. Also, I think I picked up Ionic Trace when I was actually on top of the crate over there also, which gave me even more ability energy. But that's basically how the build functions, is you're going to be using your arc abilities as often as possible to kill low tier ads, again at ×2, and then maybe once you've run out of your arc abilities you'll go around, get a couple of kills, collect the Ionic Traces, which are going to give you even more ability energy, and yeah, I mean that's pretty much how the build works. There's nothing really too much else to go over. Just enjoy the little bit of gameplay at the end of the video, and that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome rest of your day as always, and yeah, peace.